Hi class, welcome to MH070. I just want to do kind of a brief introduction here to show you all the features in the course, where to find things, and probably hopefully answer some of the maybe main questions you may have as you enter into the course. So first and foremost, here we are looking at the course homepage. This should look pretty similar to what you see as I have it on kind of the student side of things, but it might look a little bit different since I am logged in as an instructor. Main course homepage, you see just kind of brief description there at the top of it. On the left hand side you have some different kind of the different weeks, other features there, and links. On the right hand side you'll see latest news. Some of the announcements will pop up in there, so you see things like from late policy, instructor contact information. You can click on that, it'll go straight to the announcement. Also here at the top of the page, you see where it says course announcements right there. If you click on that, it will take you to a page that lists the different announcements. I'll be adding those each and every week. I promise you they are beneficial. I put important stuff in their videos and such, so please take a look at those at the start of the week. We have our syllabus, classroom policies, instructional virtual office. If you go in there, it's a good place to ask kind of general questions. Please email me and you'll see my information inside the course announcements. If you have something that is, say, grade related, you're not going to want to put it in there because it is a public forum, so obviously we can't discuss grades. You have the student lounge, some other important resources, which we don't see it. We do a lot in this course with APA since it is a math course, but there are some research assignments where that could be relevant. Okay. Now the big thing you probably want to know is where do you get your grade, right? Announcements are one thing, questions are another thing, but most of us are probably wondering, where do we get our grades, and where do we find the assignments? So the big question with that, you have a few different assignments for this course. I'll click here on, we have these different weeks. I'm just going to click on the second week right here. Okay, and we scroll down. The three main types of assignments you will see are discussions. Okay, Newton assignments, which I think you're really going to like. There's some great features inside Newton. It's very interactive. There's videos. It's a really high-tech, modern way to do math problems. This is not the way someone did math, 20, 30 years ago. It has all sorts of features and benefits that, even 5 years ago were not a possibility. So I think you're really, really going to like it. Students seem to. But if we scroll down, we'll see some of those assignments. So first off, you'll have your two discussions. You'll click there. Every week of the course, you have two different discussions. You'll click on that. Then there's one more link that you'll see if I say I click right here. Then you'll scroll down a little bit, and then you want to click right there, which will take you into that week's discussion. At the top of the screen, there will be some information related to it in terms of what the question is. You want to answer that question and then respond to at least two other students or myself or the additional questions that I ask. You have some opportunities there, but you want to have at least 3 posts. If you have more than that, that's great. You can have 10 posts, 20 posts, but make sure you have at least 3 posts that are substantial. So it is something where it's not just a yup, I agree, awesome job. I mean, I like the positivity. That's a good thing. You could have those posts in addition to your 3 substantial posts. I've had students do that. They have 3 substantial posts, and then they have a bunch of other posts that are just really, great job, nice going. That's great. But make sure at least 3 of your posts are substantial. They're multiple sentences long, possibly a paragraph or more, that really kind of furthers this discussion. Okay, so that's where you'd find those discussions. So the first discussion is here. The first post for that is due by Wednesday. Then you have your second discussion for the week, which is due by Friday. So at least 3 posts in this one, at least 3 posts in that one. Okay, I could have more than that again. Then for this week, we have the Newton assignments. Okay, in other weeks, and I'll go back and show this in a second, how under Unit 1 you also have a research assignment. You don't have a research assignment every week, but look for it. It would be under assignments here, and it would be down here. I'll show that in a second under week 1. But for this week, we have the 2 discussions, and then we have these Newton assignments. And these are things I think you're really going to like that I was talking about earlier. When you click on it, okay, so you click on this right here. It opens up a page and it will start to load, okay? And you'll see right here, you have some information, kind of some estimates about it. And as we scroll down, it gives me the opportunity to start. If you have any issues with this, potentially not working, a couple things to look into. One of which, make sure that you're using, I recommend Firefox or Chrome. I'm using Safari right now. Internet Explorer causes problems for a lot of different websites, not just Newton. It's many of the other types of different software out there. So I really recommend getting kind of away from Internet Explorer. Also make sure you have the latest version of Flash and Java on your computer. And sometimes even making sure that the pop-up blocker is turned off can make a difference, because at times something will want to pop up as part of the assignment, and if that isn't able to do it, it could cause some issues. But once you're in here, just how this works. So this is the section, this is the assignment that's related to Introduction to Fractions. We go through, these are question related to fractions, you'll click right here. It's kind of neat. Once you click in that, it opens up this little keypad below. So if you need to type in something like an exponent, which we won't be doing a whole lot of yet, but something down the road. If you're doing fractions, you can click on that. I mean, there's just all these, great little, it just gives you this keypad there. So you don't have to worry about finding, how do you type that in using your keyboard, okay? Once you have the answer typed in, type it in there. You click submit, and you can continue to do these problems. I mean, you'll work on it until you get 100%. It's really, it's not a high stakes environment where you feel like, oh my gosh, if I get it wrong the first time, I'm out of luck. You can keep working, keep working, keep working. Go for that 100%. It builds questions based off of whether you get it right or you get it wrong. And if you think that you need additional instruction, it will do that for you. So it's kind of like having your own personal instructor in the computer that's working alongside you, making assignments that are going to help you out specifically. Additionally, you have great features here. Like I said, when you scroll down, you'll see this button for more instruction. Maybe you're looking at the problem and you're just thinking, I don't know how to do this. Well, you can use this right here to help you learn. So click on more instruction, and then click view instruction right here. It'll load, and as we scroll down, we'll see some kind of explanations, and many of these actually have some videos too. I mean, this is kind of nice. It breaks down fractions, has some nice visuals, and sometimes they're nice visuals like this. I mean, fractions pizza is a great way to do it. Other ones, as you scroll down, you'll see an actual video that walks through it. They're excellent videos. Actually, I know the individual that made many of them, and he does a phenomenal job. And so as we scroll down, you can hit continue, and bring it back here. Walk you through a similar problem. Okay. And you'll see that if I go back to here, this is a nice way to kind of, if you see up here at the top, a way to kind of get back to certain screens. This is like week 2. I'm going to click on that. So it brings me back to week 2. And then if you see here, so that was introduction to fractions. If I clicked on, say, week 2 introduction to decimals or operations with decimals, I could click on that. It would bring me to that Newton assignment. And once again, it says, I haven't started it yet. If I hit the start button, it'll walk me through. In many cases, it could be 12 questions, but up to 25 questions. All right, many of these are short questions, and if you want to, again, you have the additional instruction you can utilize. It's a great way to help kind of learn the concepts. Okay, and so you have each one of these, all right, on a separate kind of topic, and once you finish finish that one, you can do the next one, the next one. These are your assignments throughout the week, and then you have the 2 discussions. And for this week, for Unit 2, that's all you need to do. Okay, so make sure you do both the discussions and make sure you do these right here. So once you finish that one, you can click here. Once you finish that one, you can click there. I mean, you can do them out of order if you want, but just make sure you finish all of them. Okay. Additionally, let's go back to the start again, because I want to show you on a couple of the weeks, you do have an additional research assignment. So you'd see here, if I go under the first week of the course, you'll see once again, your first discussion, make sure there's 3 posts there. Second discussion, make sure you have 3 posts there. Here are the Newton assignments, okay, which I think you're really going to like. And don't forget about this research assignment that's down here. If you click on that, okay, it gives you some information, what you're actually supposed to find in regard to that research assignment. So you'll do all of that work there, okay, kind of a nice way to learn. And the Unit 1 one was related to kind of learn about some of the mathematical resources that are out there. And I think you'll enjoy that. It's a nice way to kind of get started for the course, okay. And once you're done with it, you can go down here and you will submit your assignment. And there you go. So again, not every week has a research assignment, but some weeks do, okay? But not all of them do, just kind of a couple of weeks. So the 3 possible assignments, you have discussions, you have the Newton assignments, make sure you do those, I think you'll like them. And then some weeks do have a research assignment, okay? And then if you have any questions about that, make sure to email me. You can always, like I said, contact information there is inside the announcements, or you can post if it's a general question here in the instructor virtual office. All right. And I think that's pretty much that. There's, like I said, other kind of resources here throughout the course. Make sure to check your information here on the side as announcements pop up, etc. And that's that. So looking forward to a great course. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. Thanks.